Steelers, the Boise State Broncos. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Broncos will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A first down for the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide-open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different.
He's going for it all. Intercepted. Offense getting set for first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to throw, it's Rivero. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
Man, just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Looking to move it through the air. Makes his connection. On the move at the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Comes out throwing on first down. Firing to the end zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback will audible. They want to just keep throwing it. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown Broncos! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simmons. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Eagles will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and
fires and picked off. Touchdown, Broncos! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simmons. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Here comes the offense on first down. He'll pull it on the read. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
The defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Looking to throw, it's Rivero. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Guys, one of the oldest and most spirited rivalries in the FBS is being renewed today. Oregon and Oregon State are squaring off. Here is the latest. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L-Comp. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Steps away. Takes a hit as he fires. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but
the quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
He makes the connection. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
He'll keep it himself. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Man, that is a big hit, man. That's a hit that I'm going, listen, if I'm the OC, I'm the head coach, I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs, and I want to run my quarterback.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Coming out with it, it's Simmons. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect the quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
On third down, going up top. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He's moving out of the pocket. Complete out of the backfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Boise State, 24, LSU, 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Pressure coming. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harmon. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the Broncos get enough for the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down.
691, Gators score.
Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping him.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now how will they... Lofts one high and deep. And he's thrown another interception.
And the Broncos take over 1st and 10.
First down here for the offense. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He finds his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Mahoney. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Quarterback will keep it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback.
Will take over 1st and 10.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
The inside handoff. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Going up top on first down. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
He's got the back in the middle. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Tigers get it past the sticks. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Keeps looking downfield. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves him with 2nd and 20. He's looking to throw. Slips away. Bought a little time, lets it go. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Well, the defense there did an awesome job forcing the lefty run to the left, and as a result, they got him off schedule. They got him out of his rhythm. Just wasn't on the same page with his intended target. The defense comes away with a massive turnover.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He'll start this drive firing. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he's got it! Touchdown, Broncos!
And these offenses getting a rhythm. They're hard to stop. Already up early. Got a short field. Take advantage of it, too. Get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And the extra point is good. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top on first down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Makes the grab on the left. The offense will quickly use a timeout. One more snap coming before halftime. On third down, he drops to throw. Got a man, it's Watkins. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll start this third quarter with a run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield.
And that's another Bronco.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wide out in motion. Back to throw, it's Rivero. That one comes out hot down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Here comes the option. Quick toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitchman. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4.
29 Philly.
This is a designed run. Touchdown, Boise State! And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4.
LSU 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much... Take the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll leave it with him. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line getting set on 2nd down. To the air, it's Hurley. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They get to him as he throws. And he intercepts it. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. They go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll go to the ground. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Get set, get set.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Arkansas State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Jonesboro for some time. They're up by 31 over the Royals. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll try the run. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Hurley. Moving away from pressure. He fires it out to the right. And the ball is picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was, and because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there.
Touchdown, Broncos! And the punishment has been extended. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Quarterback moving. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in an empty set. Back to throw. It's Hurley. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got the back over the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Brings up 4th down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Boise State 58, LSU 0.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
He's got it inside the 25. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the middle.
The kick is good. That makes the score Boise State 58, LSU 7.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
To kick this one away.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it away at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Keep it on the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. He'll come out throwing on first down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And that is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. From the gun, give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his 2nd sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lets it fly. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with it.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He wants to throw it again. He's got his man. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Breaks the tackle. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the first down. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.